Hi, clinic owners. If your clinic is not getting consistent patients, it's not because of competitions or pricing. It's just the patients do not trust you yet. And basically, why do they do it? What did you do to gain the trust? And the top 1% clinic in your area is capturing 90% of the market. And they are playing a whole different game than you. In this video, I'm going to talk about that. But before a quick disclaimer, this video doesn't include any interesting visuals, so it may bore you. If you feel bored in between, pause the video, save it for later, but I really suggest finishing it. So, hi clinic owners, I'm Tuhin, founder of Page Optima. Simply, we help aesthetic clinics to dominate in that area and capture the market as much as possible. We work with enough clinics to understand how the top 1% clinic operate in their business. So in this video, I'm just going to share the insights, knowledge and techniques we have learned from them. So there is a system we called RM, reputation matrix. The better the RM is, the better you will capture the market. Now the questions start from here. How to increase the RM? And here we have come up with a framework that work best with aesthetic clinic owners. So just follow this four strategy process, and I don't think there's a need to reinvent the wheel. The framework called CLEAR. So it goes like this: credibility, local visibility, reliability, and experience. Sounds simple, but hear me out. And the important part is you can't miss any of this. You have to carry these four strategies simultaneously. Credibility is the first pillar of the patient's trust, and you may want to screenshot this slide. However, you have to show that you are credible enough to take care of their problems. Because see, Google and patients are looking for the same thing. Is this clinic actually credible enough for the real world? Now, why patients are looking for this? Because obviously, if they want to choose you, they want to know that if you're actually credible enough. And why Google? Because like Google have spent billions of billions of dollars to address one problem, that is, if this business or if this clinic or if this website is actually credible enough or it has a authority so it can rank well in the search engine. So yes, credibility is the first pillar and it's the important one. Now, how do we actually increase your credibility? This varies from clinic to clinic. Still, there are some common techniques you can use to look credible. One of the thing is authority proof. If you're certified, licensed, or trained by any recognized institute, show it clearly on your website, Google profile, clinic walls, and social media. People don't understand the medical depth, but they do understand symbols and authority. Now, again, one of the most important aspects to build credibility is reviews and feedback. Upload the real patient's feedback before after images, and there is one more important thing, that is the video reviews. This is the most powerful things that increase trust significantly. And do you know most people lose their trust because they are not bad at the skill, but they really confuse the patients. So the thing is clear communication. Whenever you speak to someone, you certainly can understand that yes, this person has some authority and he knows what he's talking about. And this goes for your clinics well. And when you are speaking on behalf of your clinic or any of your members speaking with the patient's behalf of your clinic, do remember this. Clear communication is the key. Please let them know what they expect with the results and what's the pricing, and create a patient-centric behavior. This is important. Genuinely try to help the patients as a human being. They will also recognize that you are being helpful and genuine. Now see, you may ask, I don't have enough patients yet to show reviews or testimonials, and honestly that's completely okay. Credibility is not only about patients volume, it's about transparency and process. If you are early stage, showcase the things that build confidence: your training, certification, workshop, machines you are used, product and brand you trust, and the protocol you follow, like saying we follow XYZ protocol for safety and results, sounds far more better than a generic claims. Transparency in diagnosis and consultation builds trust faster than any numbers ever will. You can also create simple consultation walkthrough videos explaining what happens on day 1, day 30, and day 90 of the treatment. These small efforts reduce the fear and increase confidence. Now let's talk about local visibility. This part slightly technical but extremely important. Like you have shown the credibility, you have a authority proof, but who do you show to, right? So you need a visibility. And where to visible first? In your local. So when someone searches for XYZ clinic near me, your clinic must appear both on Google Maps and organic search. Your website, Google Map business profile, and local SEO must work together. Consistent visibility creates familiarity, and familiarity creates trust. Now, if you're thinking, yeah, we are ranking in around first page, but in the last of the Google, it's a bad thing. Called, the 70% of people click the first three links of the Google. So yeah, we have to try that. We should rank in the first three in each section on Google and Google Maps both. Even if someone does not book immediately, seeing your clinic repeatedly builds a mental recognition, and that plays a huge role in funnel decision making. So next comes reliability. At this stage, patients already knows about your clinic. They already asking themselves, if I choose this clinic, will everything go smoothly? So patients are already anxious about the pain, money, results, and judgment. Your job is to make the process feel predictable and safe. This comes from clear communication, consistent answers from your team, gentle follow ups, and not aggressively selling. And most importantly, again, a patient centric behavior. If you genuinely care, a patient can sense it. Reliability built when your entire team operates with empathy and consistency. Finally, let's talk about experience. And experience doesn't start from the treatment begins. It starts the moment a patient's call or message your clinic, from the how calls are handled, how appointments are handled, or how questions are answered. So, how patients are welcomed in the clinic, every touch point matters. A smooth, respectful, and reassuring experience build your reputation and turn trust into long-term growth. So basically, you have to train your team members how to talk to patients, how to behave with patients, the tone they should keep consistently while speaking with the patients. Where the number and price doesn't work, love and care matters so much. And the experience mean humbleness, but it's more of a clear cut communication, and of course make them know about the process and result they should expect realistically. And if your experience with them is good enough, they will leave the feedback, and they will say their friends about you. That's how a big business builds their reputation, through consistency, experience, and time.